actually fulfill two roles at Fidessa right now. As the head of Latin American business development, I'm responsible for going down to the region, speaking to different clients, understanding what their requirements are, and understanding how the Fidessa software fits into what their requirements are. And then I work with our teams, the business analyst teams and the product management teams, to make sure that we're adapting our product to accommodate the local requirements of the regions. And then on the sales side, as Director of New Sales, I do new sales for the Americas, so I cover anything from Canada to Latin America. And my responsibilities are primarily to be a consultant with the firms, understand what their requirements are, and put a custom solution together which accommodates their specific workflows. Then I work with them to negotiate the commercials of it and the terms and conditions of their legal agreement with us. So Chile is our other big market that we're focusing on. We've got a couple clients in Chile right now, and then because of the MILA initiative, which incorporates Chile, Peru, and Colombia, firms are kind of focusing on those three countries as a region, or as when they need to trade, they need to be able to trade in all three regions. So MILA it's starting out as an interconnection of the three regions. So they realize as a standalone market, not everybody has the ability and the money to connect to each one of those markets. So what they've done themselves is they've interconnected. So if I wanted to trade in Peru and I didn't have a membership in Peru, I would just need to have a sponsoring broker in that region. I could then, if I was in Chile, be able to route that order to the Chilean stock market, the BCS, and then they would then route it on to Peru or Colombia. Well, in Brazil, there's definitely very high interest in HFT, and then the associated risk checks that have to go along with it. We were discussing it earlier. The exchange itself has a risk check, but there's a certain amount of latency involved in it. And people were saying, well, then it's a fair playing ground because everybody has the same latency. But then there are some brokers out there looking to perhaps benefit from proximity hosting and providing the same risk check, but maybe with technology that can provide it a little bit quicker. So there's a little bit of a debate, and people kind of looking to see which solution is going to be the best way. Interesting enough, the Brazilian Stock Exchange, along with the CMA, have done a lot of development. They're coming out with a new matching engine. They've started the phasing of the derivative side of it, and they're going to be moving to equities later this year. It's due to increase the throughput, lower the latency, and they feel that along with that change in the increased throughput, the actual risk check, the time it would take to do the risk check, should come down accordingly as well. So if that happens, I see more people going towards the co-location rather than the proximity hosting. I mean, I think all of them are aggressively out there. Brazil by far has the most aggressive marketing program. They've got offices in the US and Hong Kong and UK, and they're out there marketing themselves, explaining to the community what their market's all about. How do you start to participate in your market, especially in Brazil, because it's a little bit more detailed. You have to fill out paperwork and you have to get a specific account within the region to be able to start trading. And you have to have a broker and a custodial account. But they're out there aggressively marketing themselves, upgrading their technology, investing a lot in upgrading their technology, creating a new data center which will allow for co-location and more DMA, high frequency, and they're also changing their pricing model so that they have lower costs for the high frequency traders. In Mexico, the same. They've got a program in place where they're upgrading their matching engine, so to lower the latency, increase the throughput. You still need to go through a broker to be able to get to the exchange, so you can't connect directly and have that risk check done by the exchange and go. So, though there's people using high-frequency trading strategies perhaps in the region, it's not as much as fast, but knowing when to get there and then just getting there fast. So they'll put their strategies at the exchange alongside the broker's infrastructure. I mean, I think the opportunity to trade in Latin America, our markets are so highly regulated, the spreads are so thin right now, very small. I think people are looking for an opportunity, to trade somewhere else. And LATAM just offers the highest growth opportunity. It's just changed overall. I think women are more accepted on the desk. I mean, you see it even across Latin America. It's amazing how many women are actually trading on the desks. It was a little bit more of probably a club back then, and it was hard to break into, and it was you either took it or left it, the culture and what went on. But at the end of the day, it was a lot of fun, and it was a good experience. And I think the floors probably benefit from having the women there because they bring something else to the table than just the boys' club. It's really interesting because I see that the women are very highly expected, and it was interesting to me because I didn't think that the women would have as positions as they do there. But you know, when I'm dealing with the deals, I'm dealing with women who are giving us the requirements and who understand the technology, and there are definitely a lot of women, you know, working along the side of the traders on the floors.